What a weekend of the Premier League. Boy, does it never disappoint you. Some draws, some upsets, red cards, everything. But let's get into my weekend review of the Premier League, and let's start with the big one. But before I start, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's get straight into it. And there's only one place to start, and that's Stamford Bridge, the biggest game of the weekend. Top 6 battle, first versus second, Chelsea versus Arsenal. And it ended in 1-1. Some say maybe deserved, but let's break it down. Going into the game, Chelsea, if they won, they would have been 3 points behind Arsenal. If Arsenal won, they would have put the gap to 9 points. And that would have been a scary thing, because they'd be running away with the league. But in the first 20 minutes, it was like a war out there. 6 yellow cards, I believe, shared between the two teams. The referee lost control of the game. Didn't have a great game, but the one decision he did get right was in the 35th minute. Caicedo, what a stupid tackle. I thought he was going to be the guy to stop this Arsenal midfield. Everyone touts him to be the best DM in the world. A stupid, rash challenge, studs up, late, red card. All day, red card all day, dangerous tackle, stupid tackle, and he had the nerve to act like, oh, what did I do? Acting shocked when the red card came out. So Chelsea down to 10 men, 35 minutes, long way to go against Arsenal. The way Arsenal's been playing, boy, it was looking like a slaughtering, but Chelsea managed to keep Arsenal at bay, and half time came. So you're thinking, half time, you know what? Arsenal going to come out and blow this Chelsea team away. Well, they got blown away, because Chelsea was causing havoc in the box. They got a corner, brilliant delivery from Reece James. Chalobah, he scored, I think that's his third goal of the season. Header, like it looped over David Raya and ended in the back post, and it was just a brilliant header. And Chelsea scored with the man disadvantage. So you're thinking, is this going to be one of those days? Arsenal huffing and puffing, and Chelsea had some good chances as well. Neto was getting onto the ball. It was a really good performance from Chelsea, really disciplined performance from 10-man Chelsea. But Arsenal got the breakthrough with Bukayo Saka. Brilliant cross. As soon as the ball left his foot, I knew it was the type of cross the keeper couldn't come for it. The defender was just planted on his feet, and Marino has come up with some big goals for Arsenal, and he gets his head onto it. Brilliant finish, brilliant cross. 1-1, and you're thinking from here, you know what? Arsenal going to win this game now. They got the extra man, but they're huffing and puffing. They bought on Gokares, they bought on Madueke, but nothing happened. Chelsea, solid performance. Credit to Chelsea for holding on for a 1-1 draw. Maresca and the boys. And my man of the match was Reece James, playing midfield. That's not his natural position, but he was bossing that midfield, drawing yellow cards left, right, centre. And today, you have to say it's a poor outing for Arsenal. Saka, even though he got the assist, he wasn't playing too great. Martinelli, he scored in midweek against Bayern Munich, but when he starts, nothing much. And they're not really playing to his strengths either. So, as I said, Chelsea, they got the draw, and they can move on and take a lot of pride from that. But Caicedo now misses 3 games, which could cost him. So we're going to see how that plans out, and we're going to see how Arsenal respond to this setback. Little setback. It's an away game. Maybe it can be seen as a positive point, but you know, Arsenal want to get these wins and get the gap as big as possible. So that was Arsenal versus Chelsea, 1-1. Moving on to the next game, Liverpool. Let's talk about Liverpool. They was getting back. I think they lost 9 of the last 12 games. But it's Liverpool, West Ham versus Liverpool, and it ended up 2-0 to Liverpool. Isak getting his first goal. What a finish as well. He didn't have a great game. Had a chance in the first half, but his chance he put away, brilliant. Just first time, near post, keeper no chance. And that's the Isak we know. He needs to get back to scoring like that. And to be fair, Liverpool played West Ham off the park. It's just wave after wave of attack. Mo Salah was on the bench. That was the big hoo-ha at the start of the game. Work started, and he would play the part in the first goal as well. Gakpo got his traditional goal at the end of the game to make it 2-0. And I think Gomez had a good game as well. So clean sheet, 2-0 win. I think Liverpool will take a lot of confidence from that going into their next games. And let's see if their blip is over, or was it just a poor West Ham team they're playing? So in their next game, we'll find out if this is the real deal Liverpool or they're just still the pretenders. The midday kickoff, Crystal Palace versus Manchester United at Selhurst Park, and we got the victory. Yes, we haven't won at Selhurst Park since I think 2020 lockdown times when we had Martial, Greenwood, Rashford, Pogba, all of these guys. That's the last time when we had Ole Gunnar Solskjaer we beat these guys, and they've been bullying us ever since. And the game, it was looking like it was going that way again. Mateta had a couple early chances. Casemiro had a brilliant chance actually for Man United at the start of the game. Dean Henderson saved it. He always saves Man United's shots. But Mateta, he came out, he was bullying De Ligt, twisting up De Ligt. 2 wayward shots, and you're thinking, you know what, long day. And the thing I didn't like about this game is Luke Shaw. Like, I don't rate him too much as a football player, but he had a decent game. But there's one thing, we had them boxed in their half, yeah? And then he got the ball, and instead of playing forward and trying to create something, he passes it back. That's his default pass. Always passes it back to De Ligt or the keeper. And then we ended up on our 18-yard box. We tried playing it out, lose the ball. Crystal Palace bopping it around. It falls to Mateta. He drifts into the box, and that a Euro guy, I don't know what is up with this youth. Like, what is wrong with Euro? Like, I know he's young and it's a confidence thing, but a clumsy, tripped over his own feet, clashed into Mateta, stonewall penalty, and then the penalty was a joke. So Mateta scored, but apparently when he shot it hit his other foot, and that's illegal. But it was a mistake, so he got to retake it, and he scored again. So I'm thinking long day, joke thing. Started looking at my phone, trying to distract myself from this stupid, like, Palace played midweek. Do you know what I mean? We should be like more over them, but they would like, we played midweek. They had all the energy, but second half, Ten Hag and the boys got their act together, and you could tell the pressing was just on point, and you could see the Palace players getting tired. Anyway, Dalot had a good game. He drew a foul like towards the left hand side. Bruno took the free kick. Xerxes chested it down, left foot shot, and from the angle was crazy. But you know, Xerxes got that quality. Dean Henderson maybe could have saved it, but a brilliant goal, took everyone by shock. And I started to sit up now, thinking, you know what, we're in the game now. And then another free kick, Dalot draws again. Well played by Dalot. Bruno this time lays it off. Mason Mount low. I don't know what the Palace wall was doing. 2-1. So we was lucky to even get ahead. 2 set pieces. I think we're joint top set pieces with Arsenal in the league. So I didn't even know we're a set piece team, but apparently we are. And then we held out for the draw. For the win. Palace was huffing and puffing at the end, but yeah, we managed to see it out. So a good point for Man United. I think they sit 7th in the table now. And yeah, going on, let's talk about Brighton. It was Nottingham Forest versus Brighton, and Brighton come out 2-0 winners. What? Brighton was bullying them. I think they had like 7 shots early, or like 8 shots. They were just peppering. Like, they were just top class better than Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest frailties from before Sean Dyche came back in. Anderson, we've been touting him like, oh, he's playing so well, but the midfield of Brighton was just outclassing them. Minto on the wing was just causing them issue. Welbeck, the usual suspect, and they got a good clean goal. Their first goal. Second goal was a little bit scrappy, poor defending from the Forest defender, and they ran out 2-0 winner, deserved win as well. And Brighton, I think they're up to 5th or 4th in the table. Let's go on to the next game. The last game of today was Aston Villa versus Wolves, and I thought Aston Villa was going to trounce them. Wolves haven't got a win all season, only got 2 draws, and Aston Villa high flying, but it was 1-0. But what a goal from Kamara. Like, he just got it on the out. They cut it back to the outside the box. Left foot into the... Oh, it was just ridiculous, that goal. What a brilliant goal. And I think Wolves had a goal disallowed because someone was disturbing Martinez and he was in an offside position. But yeah, it wasn't as easy of a game I thought it would be. I think it's a derby, Wolves versus Aston Villa. But Aston Villa still ran out winning, but Wolves looked a lot better. So we'll see how they fare in their next game. with their new manager, but Aston Villa high flying. But let's move on to the Saturday game, and the biggest shock of Saturday is Spurs. Tottenham Hotspurs 1, Fulham 2. Spurs' home form is horrendous. I don't think they've won at home all season. Thomas Frank is under some serious pressure, and the comical goals they're letting in is a joke. First one, Tete, he comes in, it deflects off Ndogi, goalkeeper, no chance, 1-0. But the goalkeeper on the second, he's outside his area like he's a left back, does some foolishness, kicks it, and then it goes to a Fulham player. They pass, do a little 1-2, and then Wilson whips it in, and Vicario's in no man now. What is going on at Spurs? They get a goal back, brilliant goal by Kudos, but they attack. Kolo Muani's huffing and puffing, Richarlison doing nothing. He don't know his best team, Thomas Frank. He don't know whether to stick or twist, defend or attack. And at home, you know the cue, you have to attack. So Tottenham are in some serious trouble. They had some easy games at the start of the season, but now it seems like these hard games, they're starting to get found out. So Thomas Frank, if you're not lucky, it's a very unforgiving league, and the owners at Tottenham can't afford not to get Europe. So Tottenham better back up their ideas fast. I don't know if they're missing their striker up front, Solanke. I don't know what it is, but they just seem not like a team, and they got very good players, so it's a strange one. As for Fulham, big win for Marco Silva. They had a poor start to the season, but I think they beat Sunderland last week and beat Tottenham this week, so they're starting to get their act together. So a big win there. Another big game of the weekend, Saturday, was Manchester City 3, Leeds 2, and boy, when it got to Foden gets off, I think under a minute Foden scores, so you're thinking, oh, Leeds are going to get trounced now. So they score, and then Guardado, there's a corner comes in, ricocheting about, Guardado gets a flick on, and it's a goal, 2-0. You're thinking, standard, Haaland's about to score, but no, Leeds said, not on my watch. And Leeds, brilliant goal. It wasn't a brilliant goal, it was kind of a lucky goal. Calvert-Lewin, but the intent was there, it ricochets back to him. Brilliant first time shot, 2-1. And then Guardado makes a stupid tackle on, I think, Calvert-Lewin again. Penalty, Nemeka sets up Donnarumma, as he does, saves the penalty, but it rebounds to Nemeka, he scores, it's 2-2. I'm thinking, Man City dropping points again, dodgy season again, but Foden, what a goal. This is the Foden we remember. 91st minute or something like that, gets the ball on the edge of the box, tricking, doing feint, and then he finds a gap, gets his shot off. Goalkeeper, no chance. What a goal. 3-2, Pep relieved, Man City fans relieved, and Man City keep their title hunt on track, because if they drop points that game, it could have been over. So big 3 points for Manchester City there. Another great game is Sunderland 3, Bournemouth 2. What a game. Bournemouth were just killing them. Semenyo back in the team. They get the first goal. Lucky goal again for Bournemouth. Going in the box, player takes a shot. Brilliant goal. And then, I don't know the guy's name. Quite a popular guy in Bournemouth. Sees the keeper off the line. Beckham chips him. Boom. From the halfway line. 2-0. You're thinking Bournemouth. Yes, Sunderland getting found out, but Sunderland come back into the game. They give away a stupid penalty. The Sunderland player scores, and then Sunderland get another goal. So it's 2-2, and Sunderland and the ascendancy here. You know, Sunderland at home are just dangerous, and then they get the third goal on Bournemouth. They complete the comeback. What a comeback by Sunderland, and Sunderland's still high flying. Bournemouth, I can't remember the last time they won. Again, they're another team who needs to fix up their high. They started high, now they're on a low, so they need to sort themselves out. The biggest trouncing of the weekend was Everton 1, Newcastle 4, and you're thinking 10-men Everton, who beat Manchester United Monday before, you're thinking it's going to give them confidence now. At home, playing Newcastle, but Newcastle just bullied them. Let me get the goal scorers up. Yeah, the Malik 4, he scored 2 goals, 2 good headers. Their new centre back, brilliant. Got them off to an early start. I think he scored in the first minute as well. And Miley, the youngster, the guy from Newcastle gets into a 2-0 win, and then Voldemort, what a goal, what a chip, like that guy. People saying Man United should have signed him, but what a season he's having. He makes it 3, and then 4 makes it 4 again. And Dewsbury Hall, he gets a consolation goal for Everton. Brilliant touch out of the air. And a brilliant goal. So Newcastle starting to pick up a little bit of form, moving up to 18 points. Everton, on the other hand, I think they're on 15 points. So again, mid-table, poor performance from Everton. David Moyes looked like shell-shocked the way the team was playing. So unlucky Everton there. And what's the last games of the what happened yesterday? And the last one was Brentford versus Burnley, and that game was crazy. If I'm right in saying, let me double check what happened in this game. 1 second. 8-1. Yeah, so no goals for long. Thiago pops up with a goal again on 81st minute. This guy's scoring goal. What a signing from Brentford. I think they had him before, but he got injured. But what a season he's having. Thiago on the score again. But then they give away a stupid penalty and Fleming scores for Burnley. So 2-2, 85th minute, you're thinking it's going to draw 1-1. Nope, Thiago scores again. Crazy penalty, stupidness by Burnley. Burnley want to go down, I swear down. And then, who's their guy? Otario finishes off the 3-1. And then it's a good win for Brentford. So Brentford having a flying start to the season. Let's look at the table. Arsenal sit top of the table on 30 points. Comfortable. They got to that milestone. And the second place team is Manchester City on 25 points. So they've got that 5-point gap. Chelsea just behind on 24 points. Aston Villa also on 24 points. What a season Aston Villa is happening. Brighton 5th, 22nd on 22 points. Sunderland also on 22 points. And then Manchester United and Liverpool both on 21 points in 7th and 8th respectfully. So let me know what your game of the weekend was. What's your best goal? As I said, it's starting to heat up now. Midweek games coming. Stay tuned for my content. Hit a like, hit a subscribe, hit a share button. It's from Endless Vision TV, and I'm out.